Hi, I'm Rob Shundo. Welcome back to Rob's Feed. This is episode number 29 for the first day of March, 2010. I Googled myself today. Yeah, I don't know when Google ever became a verb, but I Googled myself. And I was really surprised that there are like somewhere between 6 and 7 pages of links to me. And 80% of them are actually to me. There are links to this blog, there are links to comments that I've made on other people's blogs, there are links right and left that pertain to me. And most of them are accurate. But it's funny, I came across a couple things. One is an old blog thing that I actually forgot about, that the masthead reads my name, and then a quote. And that quote is as follows: I am not bound to win, but I am bound to be true. I am not bound to succeed, but I am bound to live by the light that I have. I must stand with anybody that stands right, stand with him while he is right, and part with him when he goes wrong. That quote is from Abraham Lincoln. Farther down on the same page, my last name, Schendel, Schendel. It says, from Middle High German, schändlich, meaning shameful, disgraceful, presumably applied as a derogatory nickname. But it's just so funny that, and ironic, that the two posts are back to back on a Google search. Also, I didn't know that the Shorty Awards, that's honoring the best producers of short, real-time content, that I was nominated for a Shorty Award, and I didn't even know it, so I didn't get the campaign for it. The voting is now closed, and actually there's going to be a Shorty Award ceremony on March 3rd in New York City. But again, I didn't realize that. You should really Google yourself, and you'll learn a lot. And speaking of ironies, Friday night, working behind the bar, I met somebody who I took a shining to. I liked. I'm kind of disappointed that I wasn't going to develop into any sort of a relationship, because he was only in the United States for a brief time. At the same time, right now I'm thinking about enjoying this nice little nectarine that I have here. I bought this last week of February in Chicago. But if we look at the sticker, which I don't know if I can let you see, it says Chile. Well, that's where this young man was from. He was visiting Chicago, but he lives in Chile. And Chile. This is what I know of Chile. That the summer fruits that I can enjoy in the wintertime are shipped here from Chile. So I actually went to someone and said, "No, Chile's South America. That's the one on the western coast that's long and slender, right?" And I was told I was correct. And I get home and fire up the internet and I read about the earthquake. And I felt I had a real vested interest in this because of this nectarine and the young man I met in the bar. And it really bothered me. And I try to fall asleep and get up and go back to the internet and turn on the media and try to find out what's happening. And I'm still kind of saddened, very saddened by the news of the earthquake in Chile. But it was ironic that the first time I knew that I had met somebody from Chile, that very evening, there's an earthquake in his homeland. But Friday night behind the bar was a great night for me. I had just the right combination of people to make it work. And here's why it ends up being kind of really fun for me, because one of the clubs that monthly or bi-monthly has club night in the bar annually sponsors a fundraiser for what's called Beehive, a Better Existence with HIV, one of the social service agency or health agencies in Chicago. that does stellar work on behalf of people with the HIV virus. And they do this in the form of the favorite bartender contest. And here's where I get to the right combination of people. Just happened to show that night, and came back to my station and kind of launched around. My friend Arnie, who is one of my Facebook buddies too, shows up hours earlier than he normally does because he wanted to participate. He served as my campaign manager. When all is said and done, I indeed won the favorite bartender contest, and we raised $125 on behalf of Beehive. That's at a penny a vote. Would that be? I guess it'd be like 12,500 votes. But it is nice to know that again, a penny a vote, and there was 6 or 7 people getting votes, earning votes. That a few $100s were raised for Beehive. And then the next day, we had another Beehive fundraiser event. And I don't know the numbers on this one, but I can tell you it was fun. And I met some great people from, I guess, the Northwestern University who were I'm trying to attend bar and talk to them. I won't say hi, but I don't know who you were shooting your video for. I just hope somehow that I'll be able to see what my own interview with you. It was great having you in the bar. Thanks for coming in, and anybody who participated. It was the Claw Party this weekend at Touche, and it was a great success. So it was a great weekend for me, for us. Do you know what a rhino is? R-I-N-O, rhino. That stands for Republican in name only, and it's a derogatory comment about a moderate Republican. Well, you know, the Democratic Party's got their dinos, D-I-N-O, Democrats in name only, one of whom is in the United States Senate and represents the state of Arkansas. Her name, Blanche Lincoln. Well, she has been a problem. She is forever doing what she can to thwart health care reform, and she actually tried to bring down the Clean Air Act. I don't know, it's bad news. The good news was reported in the Huffington Post today, to which I am a contributor, by the way, that the liberal lieutenant governor of the state, Bill Halter, will be launching a primary campaign to succeed Ms. Lincoln in the United States Senate. And I'm pleased about that. I couldn't just let that post rest on Facebook, though I had to go and elaborate. And I will post, actually it'll be right down here. Look, if you want to help drive Ms. Lincoln from the Senate, please make a contribution. Go to this site below, this Act Blue site, and make a contribution. They do want to raise $500,000 this week, and if all of us on Facebook or wherever you happen to be, make a little tiny donation. It could work. We have to get rid of her. We have to get rid of people like that. Now, there are a number of places where you can find this podcast online. I learned that there are even more than I knew of by doing that Google search today. So, what I want to say, if you find it on iTunes, YouTube, Vidler, MySpace, wherever, please go to the podcast page, subscribe, rate, and comment about it. I need your support. And that's all I'm going to say. I've got to go and eat a nectarine now. Have a great one.